Thank you and good morning. That proclamation shall be given to family very shortly. Quicker than I thought. Thank you, Ray. But more important than the wording of the proclamation, just the basic words I'd like to say as to how unbelievably moved we are by the fact that we have men like Jordan Herter will put their lives on the line to protect our freedoms. Ladies and gentlemen, the word hero in our culture is overused. It's used too often to describe a rock star or a famous athlete. A hero is a person like Jordan who will volunteer to put his life on the line and go above and beyond to actually give his life to protect 33 of his comrades. A few months from now, we will all witness a presidential inauguration where the reins of power of that office, the most powerful office in the world, will be transferred from one man to another in a second. And the majesty of that moment is that that power is transferred not at the point of a bayonet with any gunshots or any bloodshed. That power is transferred because of the wonders of our Constitution. It's that Constitution, it's our democracy that thrives today because of men and women like those who sit in the front rows here and Jordan Herter. A generation from now, a little boy or little girl will be in this vicinity and look at these monuments and tug on their mom's dress or their dad's coat and ask, who is this fellow Jordan Herter? And the parent will look at that young boy or girl and say, that was a young man who gave his life so that you could live in the freest and greatest place on earth. Thank you.
I am proud, deeply honored, and humbled to stand before you to speak to this dedication, before real-life heroes in the 9th Marines. Marine Lance Corporal Jordan Herter was born here in Sag Harbor to proud parents Christian Herter and Joanne Lyles. It is fitting that we are sitting here today looking out of the harbor, as Jordan spent many hours at this very spot looking over the harbor and pondering what the future had held for him. It was probably during one of these moments when he made the commitment in his mind to protect his country and to spread freedom to parts of the world he had never known. A commitment to the United States Marine Corps. As I reflect on the words of Lieutenant Colonel Bourne describing the fateful day of April 22nd, 2008, I can recall how the Sag Harbor community reacted with initial feelings of shock and of sadness. But within time, they turned to pride and admiration for Jordan. Shortly after, I had the honor and the privilege to accompany Christian Herter and Joanne Lyles in their travels to New Jersey to receive Jordan for his trip back to Sag Harbor to home. As the motorcade proceeded along its route through parts of Brooklyn, Queens, and the South Shore of Long Island, I witnessed an act of sincerity and kindness and patriotism that I've never seen and never felt before. There were men, women, and children of all ages lining the roadways, some standing at attention in uniform with colors flying, saluting Lance Corporal Jordan Herter as we passed by. These were individuals who never met Jordan, didn't know the family, but they obviously knew what Jordan stood for. Honor, courage, and commitment. As we approached Sag Harbor and drove through Main Street, it was truly overwhelming to see the amount of support the community of Sag Harbor provided in paying its respects to Jordan and his family. I'm sure I can speak for a lot of people when I say to myself that there were feelings and emotions that I had felt that day that I never want to experience again. However, there were also feelings I never want to forget. It was on that day Christian, Joanne, and the family had lost a son. The Sag Harbor community, the United States of America, and the rest of the free world had lost a hero. Although I never personally met Jordan, you could tell by those who spoke about him he was an asset to a community even before he decided to serve. Jordan was an intelligent, caring young man with a maturity level way above his years. In his last letter received by his mother on April 21st, 2008, one day before his passing, Jordan expressed confidence in his decision to serve and stated that he was worried more for his mother's anguish than he was against the enemy.
Thank you, Mayor Ferraris, all veterans, the sponsors of the bill for the renaming of the bridge, Assemblyman Fred Thiel and Senator Kenneth Lavelle, honored guests, friends, and family. I feel privileged to be known as Jordan's mom. It is a title I will always hold in honor. I feel like my name has always been Jordan's mom. That's how I was known to all of his friends. Then I became a Marine mom, belonging to a group of strong men and women who have a common bond, now thinking as one, supporting each other. We were brought together as Marine moms and dads, girlfriends and wives, because of our brave sons, boyfriends, and husbands of 1st Battalion, 9th
Marines.
Marines.
Was reared here, that a hero walked these streets, that a hero was nurtured here, and that hero then went on to serve his country in a way that only a few of us
Scott
can
Fitzgerald
even
once
imagine.
wrote, "Show me a hero, and I will write you a tragedy." Such is the life of Lance Corporal Jordan Herder. He is the son of Sag Harbor, the place so many of us call home. Today, all the sons and daughters of Sag Harbor join together here with the members of his battalion and all his friends and family to dedicate and rename the Sag Harbor North Haven Bridge the Lance Corporal Jordan Herder Veterans Memorial Bridge, pursuant to an act of the legislature approved on May 21st, 2008, and signed into law by Governor David Patterson on July 7th, 2008.